Angels in Islam. Belief in angels is one of the 6 pillars of faith without which there is no faith. These pillars are belief in Allah, His angels, His books, His messengers, the last day, and that predestination, both good and bad, comes from Allah. Angels are a part of the world of the unseen, which we cannot comprehend. Allah has told us about them in many places in the Quran and via His Prophet Muhammad. Peace and blessings of Allah be upon him. They are created from light. They were created before jinn and mankind, and the angels do not eat or drink. The angels do not get bored or tired of remembering and worshiping Allah. They celebrate His praises night and day, nor do they ever slacken. The angels are many, and their number is known only to Allah. The angels have names, but we know only the names of a few of them. The elite class of angels consists of 4 angels. Jibreel, whose task it was to convey the revelation from Allah to His messengers. Mikael is responsible for rain, clouds, and wind, directing it wherever Allah wishes. Israfil is responsible for blowing the trumpet on the day of judgment. And Angel of Death is responsible for taking the people's souls. They all have their own groups of angels to help them finish their duties. The angels have great powers given to them by Allah. One of them is the ability to take on different forms. The greatest speed known to man today is the speed of light, but the angels are able to travel much faster than the speed of light. Hardly had someone completed a question to the Prophet, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, but Jibreel would bring the answer from Allah. Also, there are other kind of angels mentioned, each of them with different purposes. Some angels carry the throne of Allah, as Allah describes in the Quran. Those angels who bear the throne of Allah and those around it glorify the praises of their Lord and believe in Him, and ask forgiveness for those who believe in the oneness of Allah. Another type of angels are recording angels. 2 recording angels receive each human being after he or she has attained the age of puberty, one sitting on the right and one on the left, to note his or her actions. Not a word does he or she utter, but there is a watcher by him ready to record it. Others are responsible for testing people in the grave. These are Munkar and Nakir. Some of them are the keepers of hell, the guards of hell, whose leader is Malik. One kind of the angels is responsible for the sperm in the womb. This angel is sent and he breathes the spirit into the fetus and is charged with 4 commands: to write down his provision, his lifespan, his actions, and whether he will be wretched or happy. There are also angels standing in rows, who never get tired or sit down, and others who bow or prostrate, and never raise their heads, glorifying Allah since the day they were created. If we could hear the universe, it is loud and shaking by the magnitude of their prayers, and the way they glorify Allah the Exalted. Some of the angels travel throughout the world, seeking out gatherings of remembrance of Allah, and they inform each other to join these people and glorify Allah together. This is a summary of Islamic teachings concerning the noble angels of Allah. The angels are one of Allah's creations, which He created for the purpose of worshiping Him and carrying out His orders in the universe. We ask Allah to make us believe in them and love them. May Allah guide and protect us.